and welcome to Dinner with Danita. Today I'm going to be making some spiced chestnut soup, perfect and delicious on a cold winter's evening. I'm going to start out with 1 pound of unpeeled chestnuts. Chestnuts, when you buy them, should be firm. That means there's no air between the skin and the actual chestnut. And they should have a nice glossy sheen and so on and so forth. They should just look good, no mold, nothing. So I'm going to rinse these. Now before I can actually start cooking these chestnuts, I have to cut an X just in the top layer of skin. Now comes the tricky part, and allow plenty of time for this too, because I'm going to have to peel these chestnuts. First, I'm going to cut them in half. Firstly, so that they can cool a little bit faster, so we can handle them. Now, to take this peel off of the chestnuts, I'm going to use a small knife, or a paring knife, and just kind of help it a little bit, and then just peel it off by hand. A chestnut has 2 layers of skin. This thick, tough one, which you definitely want to get off, and then this thin, papery one, which is so close to the chestnuts, it's pretty hard to take off actually. If you work quickly enough and the chestnut is hot enough still, the papery skin should come off pretty easily. But if not, don't worry about it. Leave it on, you can eat it, it's fine. I'm going to roughly chop 1 can of water chestnuts. I don't believe these water chestnuts are related to chestnuts. They look similar, but they're different. So I'll just cut these up a bit. In half will do. Now I'm going to melt 3 tablespoons of butter in a 2-quart saucepan. Now I'm going to add water chestnuts, onions, and my chestnuts. I'm going to cover this and let it cook until the vegetables are nice and tender. Serious sizzling going on here. I'm going to put in 1 quart or 4 cups of chicken stock. You could use water if you like. Into the cooking vegetables. Now I'm going to take my soup off of the heat and strain the liquid into a bowl. Pretty much just want to separate the liquids from the solids. I'm going to blender the soup solids in batches, putting in just enough of the liquids just to keep it moving. Looks like I can do about half of it. Okay, my soup is pureed, so I'm going to put it back into my pan, which I have washed and dried. I'm also going to whip in the rest of the liquids. Okay, to finish off the soup, I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of butter into a small saucepan and a medium apple chopped. Just to saute it a little bit. To this, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of curry powder. Lower that heat, cover this, and cook it just a little while, just a few minutes, until the apple is really, really soft. It is nice and soft. You can see even with a little spatula, it slides right in. I'm going to turn off that heat and add 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. This now will go into the soup. Gonna turn the heat up on the soup, let that come to a full boil again. Alright, this has come to a boil, so now I'm going to add some pepper, and a little salt. And some dried thyme.